Have you ever looked at your life and felt a strange emptiness despite doing everything right? Going to school, getting a job, even imagining marriage, children, growing old. Yet something whispered inside you, there must be more. That's where I was at around 18, 19 years old. I sensed the life presented to me was a little too mechanical, a little too predetermined. Beautiful in many ways, yes, but somehow too little for what I felt inside. Today, I want to take you through a journey about how I discovered my spiritual dimension, how it healed my heart, made me laugh again, and how the teachings of Bashar helped me understand that spirituality is vast, personal, yet there is an essential underlying current. By the end of this video, you will have a deeper understanding of what happens when you embrace your spiritual path and how it can transform every heartbreak, emptiness, and yearning into joy, purpose, and laughter. If you find value here, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It helps me bring more of this kind of content to you. So let's begin. When I was 18, 19 years old, I felt something was missing. I watched the typical life script: school, career, marriage, children, retire, the end. And I thought, if this is all there is, I am meant for more. That whisper inside, what I later understood as a spiritual calling, led me to seek mentors, books, experiences. I explored and I failed, but each time I found the right guide at the right moment. Nothing felt accidental, really. Spirituality, I discovered, is not a single formula. It means something different to each of us. But there are similarities in the essence, deeper awareness, connection, a sense of purpose, and healing, of course. Bashar teaches to always follow your higher excitement, that inner signal from your deeper self. In doing so, you align with who you truly are. And so I began feeling into what I liked and didn't like, what I wanted to experience and what I didn't, without denying the lower frequencies of sadness, fear, panic, and so on. Because I learned that to know the positive, you must know the negative too. So that's where the healing began. Here are some essential lessons I gathered. Allow yourself to feel everything. Emotions like sadness, anger, panic, they are not failures, they are signals. They help you see what you believe about yourself and your world. By recognizing them, you begin to shift them. Spirituality is daily. It's not just sitting on a cushion. It's your meditation, your yoga, your breath work, your nature walks, your creative expression, and so on. These brought me back into my essence. Imagination matters. I learned that what I believe, what I think, how I act, all this shape my reality. That's a key teaching of Bashar. Your beliefs create your experience. And look at how it sounds. Imagination matters. Nothing is accidental. Every person, every situation, every feeling brought me closer to the real me, the process of being shaped like a diamond. Healing happens through joy. Spirituality didn't mean I avoided pain. Instead, I realized the joy was the signal I was on the right path. When I began laughing again, feeling light, feeling alive, not because life was perfect, but because I was aligning. I had challenges, but I was aligning. To ground the spiritual journey on something tangible, Studies show that meditation and spiritual practices affect our body and brain. For example, meditation has been found to reduce stress, support emotional health, increase self-awareness, improve attention and mood. A recent study found meditation induces changes in deep brain areas associated with memory and emotional regulation. Mind-body techniques such as yoga and meditation may even affect gene expression, especially stress-related genes. So what I was doing spiritually wasn't soft. It had real effects. My body began to relax. My nervous system began to recalibrate. The heaviness began to lift. This is how spirituality healed my heart through body, mind, and soul. There was a moment when I realized I didn't want to keep going through the motions in a life that didn't feel like mine. I started meditating, doing yoga, listening, tuning in. In the early years, I focused on practice, how to sit, how to breathe, how to still the mind. Then I moved into refinement, my imagination, my beliefs, what excited me. For example, I discovered writing meditations, capturing audios with my phone, creating music made me happy. These expressions align with my joy. Over time, the laughter returned, small smiles turning into genuine laughter. Still, the pain didn't vanish overnight, but something shifted. I was walking with my feelings. I embraced my feelings rather than fighting them. I actually invited them, and I invited joy, and the invitation changed everything. Here's how you can apply this to your life. Meditation and breathwork. Even 10 minutes a day. Meditation reduces stress, increases positive mood, and supports emotional health. Yoga or movement. Embody your spiritual path. Let your body know, I am alive, I am safe, I am free. Nature and silence. Nature connects you to something bigger than yourself, so spend time in nature. Creative expression. Write, sing, record, paint, whatever aligns with your joy, do it. Investigate your beliefs. Ask, what do I believe about myself? What do I believe about life? Do these beliefs support the version of me I prefer? This is very much an aspect of Bashar's teaching. Allow the full emotional spectrum, not just the highs. Recognize the lows, because recognizing the lows helps you find the light more deeply. Celebrate the joy when it appears. Laughter, lightness, ease. When you begin to smile without reason and feel your heart lift, you're on track. What becomes clear is that spirituality isn't about escaping reality. It's about embracing it with a new lens. It's about understanding your life is your art. You are the creator of your own reality. You're not a victim. Bashar's message is, follow your highest excitement and trust the process. When you do this, your heart opens. You begin to laugh again, not because things are perfect, but because you're aligned with your true essence. You realize life is more than you think. You reclaim your voice, your purpose, your joy, and that ultimately is healing. If you stayed too long in a life that felt too little, if you heard a whisper inside of you saying there must be more, then it's time to make some changes in your life and inside of you. Spirituality healed my heart and made me laugh again by allowing me to be more of who I truly am, by allowing me to be more free. If you resonated with this video, please like, share, and subscribe. love you to comment below and tell me, what is one small step you'll take this week to reconnect with your spiritual essence? Thank you for being here. Here's to your path of joy, laughter, healing, and freedom.